Now, with more complete coverage, News 13 continues with Ross Becker, Kathy Ray, Nathan Tannenbaum with your complete forecast, Ron Futrell Sports, and Trisha Keene with Contact 13. This is News 13 inside Las Vegas.
Welcome back. Of course, Trisha joining me tonight. Kathy has the night off. Now, you may have heard some stories about a World War II bomber mysteriously going down into Lake Mead. This was back in the late 40s.
That's right. You know, those rumors are completely true. In fact, an experienced team of local divers finally found the sunken plane. And News 13's Dave Malkoff has their story and their underwater video.
It has been 54 years since the crash at Lake Mead made headlines. Since then, it's faded into legend, told over campfires and aboard fishing boats. But it happened. John Simmeroth was a scientist on the plane.
I said, just look at that lake down there. There's not a ripple on it anywhere. That thing is just a mirror.
But suddenly, something went wrong.
We hit the water.
At 250 miles an hour, the Superfortress's crew bailed out, but the plane sunk into history as the holy grail for local divers. One day last year, a blip on Greg McCulloch's sonar screen.
I ran over something which had the appearance of a small cross.
Made another couple of passes, and at a higher resolution, it became pretty obvious.
Not just a plane, but obviously a B-29.
The cross that I saw within the image was actually the cross made by the wing and the body of the plane.
Getting down there wouldn't be easy. It is deep. And
it's cold down there.
It was decided Melanie Greitz would bring her diving safety experience. Greg brought his research.
And then with his sensitive equipment, he went out there and he found this sucker.
It looked like a hole surrounded by something bright.
This was it, no question about it, in near perfect shape, preserved by the fresh water of Lake Mead.
And the very first thing that I touched was the escape hatch from which all of the crew members had escaped from this sinking plane 54 years earlier.
A mystery at Lake Mead solved.
Nothing better for a wreck diver than the experience of actually not only discovering a wreck, but being the first one down, the first one to touch it.
And what's more, all those years ago, the B-29's crew bailed out and nobody died in the wreck. And the idea is to keep it that way. That is why the dive team wants to keep the wreck's exact location and its exact depth a closely guarded secret so no one goes snooping around down there. It is far too deep and far too dangerous for inexperienced divers. The wreck, however, will stay where it is in Lake Mead until officials there decide otherwise. Trisha?
Wow. Thanks, Dave. Interesting.